This is the At Home with Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home, reporting on the game that just finished at the Brentford Community Stadium. Brentford 0,
Millwall 0.
Bit of a bore draw. A game that looked like an end of season swan song for us, and obviously Brentford needing all 3 points, mustered one shot on target in the entire game. Please put your likes on the video if you like what you see. If you like me and Zac breaking down the game, this is not going to be a long one today because it didn't. Not much happened. Also, subscribe to the best channel on YouTube, the best Millwall channel at least. And we really appreciate all your comments. We read through them, and you especially like it. Obviously, to be fair, that was there the day. It's been there a week. It was Zac's 10th birthday. 10. He's grown up on your screens. He feels. I'm sure you feel like you know him very well, and I'm privileged enough to be his dad. We had football training events, but 10 years old, so happy birthday for that, son. And we'll talk about the match. Obviously, Billy Mitchell dropped out the starting lineup, and Kefton Beld came in for a start. We had the back three of just in front of Bart. We had Cooper, Pearce, and Murray Wallace. Right wing back was Danny McNamara. Left wing back was Scott Malone. In front of them, we had kind of 3 midfielders in Kefton Beld, Evans, and
Wood.
Yeah, Woods returning to the starting lineup. Left midfield, and then just up front, we obviously had Mason Bennett and Jed Wallace intertwining and causing untold amount of trouble in the first half for that back line of Brentford, who obviously had a high line throughout the game.
It was a 5-3-2 formation.
Yes, it was 5-3-2. Yeah, 3 in the middle. Very well put, Zac. So first chance fell to the Lions. You know, Bennett out to Danny McNamara. A great ball to the back post. And Malone's got to do better. And he kind of hits it over the bar. You know, Malone gets himself into some great positions. And to be fair, he did again today. More first half, second half. It was a game of 2 halves. Millwall, I felt, were the better team in the first half. And Brentford, the better team in the second half. But very little goal action between the two of them. I thought Mason Bennett had a great start, you know, great intensity, putting the Brentford defenders under an untold amount of pressure. They've had to foul him 2 or 3 times. Very lucky not to get booked. You know, one of them dragged him down and didn't get booked. But with that pressure, there was a set piece, but it comes out to Jed. Jed does a brilliant driven ball down to Cooper, kind of flicks it down, and Malone ghosts in at the back post. And this time, Raya does come out well and smothers the ball well, didn't he?
He was coming out big.
He did. He come out big, and then Evans has a slightly late challenge. Very minimal contact. The Brentford bench starts screaming. You know, Thomas Frank looks like a massive whinger. I could have said something else there, but I didn't. And Evans gets booked after, like I said, 4 or 5 Brentford tackles that potentially could have been bookings. They don't get them. Obviously, we then pick up the booking. There was a cheap foul by Cooper right on the end of the half, and you're thinking, don't concede like we did against Swansea, because it was a similar game in that we were the better side, and you just didn't want to be hit with that sucker punch. Fortunately, the ball to the back post was driven well wide by, I'm not sure, I think it was, I can't remember who it was at the back post, but he put it wide anyway. It's high, wide and handsome. Second half comes, again, very few chances for both sides. A lot of attacking pressure in terms of where they were for Brentford, and Forbes does brilliantly at the start of the second half. Does Evans completely, puts it through his legs. Evans doesn't want to bring him down, obviously outside the box and inside the box as he's on a booking. Forbes drills it, should have really cut it across. Drills it near post and hits the side netting. Doesn't even hit the target. Do you want to say who your man of the match was?
Today, my man of the match was actually Murray Wallace, because he made 2 brilliant drives down the pitch into their defensive, into our attacking third.
Yeah, into our attacking
final third. That's what it's called. Yeah. And he was very strong at the back. He body checks a person, and I just thought he deserved man of the match today. Okay,
so that's Murray Wallace, man of the match for Zac. Evans then comes off. Mason Bennett comes off, obviously he always gets subs. J-Bod comes on and Billy Mitchell comes on. Again, very few chances from either side. The best chance that Brentford muster all game falls to the feet of Ivan Toney, but Bart does really well to come out and smother at his feet. It's a brilliant ball into Toney. And funny enough, Tony was getting more frustrated as the game was going on. Generally, he was getting deeper and deeper and deeper to try and get hold of the ball that just wasn't coming into him. But Bart does really well there to smother the chance. Jed comes off, Tyler Bury comes on. And funny enough, Millwall in the 93rd minute probably should have won it. You know, fantastic play by Kefton Bell. Intercepts the ball, drives really well, plays in Billy Mitchell. Mitchell does a brilliant pass into Danny McNamara on the right, and McNamara just has to find either back to Billy Mitchell on the edge, you know, as he's running in, or it's an easier pass into J-Bod. He just needs to put enough on it for J-Bod to probably score into the middle and make sure that it's, you know, it would have been all 3 points for the Lions. I don't think either team deserved to win the game, but that doesn't matter. You know, we could have walked away with all 3 points. The amount of times we've been done by Brentford in the last minute, it would have been a nice way to finish it off. Obviously, that's a good point against a Brentford side that won 5-0. 5-0 against Preston in midweek. You know, they're no easy team to beat. They're pushing for the top. The top two's probably gone from now, but you know, there'll be a dangerous team in the playoffs. That's us now. 4 games left. Secure. We're in the top 10, still in the top 10. We've got Bournemouth away. No, Bournemouth at home, on Wednesday night at 1800. So it'll be an 1800 kickoff. My man of the match today, I think, probably was Alex Pearce, just with the way he marshalled the back line. I was going to give it to Danny McNamara until he mislaid that pass right at the end. It dropped him down. I thought Alex Pearce led the boys well. You know, there was a lot of talk pre-match that he was going to be absolutely run ragged by Tony. He weren't. You know, he defended really well. Snuffed out a decent Brentford side and probably could have nicked it at the end. Please put your comments in below what you think. We're going to be doing the live show, not this week. We're going to do it next week. Probably a midweek show about you know, who we're going to keep, who we feel we should let go, who we want to see in and around the team, you know, and any potential signings. We want it to be as interactive as possible, but we'll leave it there. Only one way to finish it. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yes.